Hello friends, these days we are studying national curriculum for primary schools in England. Today we will have a look at syllabus for English for year 3. The year 3 English syllabus consists mainly on reading and writing. In reading, there are two parts, word reading and comprehension. Then in writing, there is a transcription which includes spelling and handwriting. Then composition writing, and then vocabulary, grammar and punctuation. They are covered in writing part of the syllabus. We will have a look at these areas in detail now. So first, word reading. In this area of syllabus, the uh, children are taught to apply their knowledge of root words, prefixes and suffixes. That means etymology, which is the origin of words, the history of words, and morphology, which studies the formation of words, both to read aloud and to understand the meaning of new words they meet. Then children are taught to read exception words, noting the unusual correspondences between spelling and sound and where these occur in the word. Then reading comprehension. In this area of the syllabus, the children are taught to develop positive attitudes to reading and an understanding of what they read. And to do this, they have to focus on listening to and discussing a wide range of fiction, poetry, plays, non-fiction, and reference books or textbooks. They should read books that are structured in different ways and reading for a range of purposes. Using dictionaries to check the meaning of words that they have read. Increasing their familiarity with a wide range of books, including fairy stories, myths, and legends, and retelling some of these orally. Then, in comprehension, they should be identifying themes and conventions in a wide range of books, preparing poems and play scripts to read aloud and to perform, showing understanding through intonation, tone, volume, and action, discussing words and phrases that capture the reader's interest and imagination, recognizing different forms of poetry, for example, free verse or narrative poetry, then checking that the text makes sense to them, discussing their understanding and explaining the meaning of words in context, asking questions to improve their understanding of a text, drawing inferences such as inferring characters, feelings, thoughts, and motives from their actions, and justifying inferences with evidence, predicting what might happen from details stated and implied, identifying main ideas drawn from more than one paragraph and summarizing them, identifying how language, structure, and presentation contribute to meaning, retrieve and record information from nonfiction, participate in discussion about both books that are read to them and those they can read for themselves, taking turns and listening to what others say. The next area covered in writing is transcription, and this is divided into spellings and handwriting. In spellings area of transcription, children should be taught to use prefixes and suffixes and understand how to add them, spell homophones. Further in spelling, children should be taught to spell words that are often misspelled, place the possessive apostrophe accurately in words with regular plurals and in words with irregular plurals. Use the first two or three letters of a word to check its spelling in a dictionary. Write simple sentences dictated by the teacher that include words and punctuation taught so far. Then under transcription, it's handwriting. Children should be taught to use the diagonal and horizontal strokes that are needed to join letters and understand which letters, when adjacent to one another, are best left unjoined. In handwriting, children should be taught to increase the legibility, consistency, and quality of their handwriting by ensuring that the downstrokes of letters are parallel and equidistant, and that lines of writing are spaced sufficiently so that the ascenders and descenders of letters do not touch. Then comes composition. Children should be taught to plan their writing by discussing a writing similar to that which they are planning to write in order to understand and learn from its structure, vocabulary, and grammar. Discussing and recording ideas. Children should be taught to draft and write by composing and rehearsing sentences orally, progressively building a varied and rich vocabulary and an increasing range of sentence structures. And they should be taught organizing paragraphs around a theme. Children should be taught to draft and write by in narratives, creating settings, characters, and plot. In non-narrative material, using simple organizational devices, headings and subheadings, etc. Children should be taught to evaluate and edit by assessing the effectiveness of their own and others' writing and suggesting improvements. Children should be taught to evaluate and edit by proposing changes to grammar and vocabulary to improve consistency, including the accurate use of pronouns in sentences. In composition area of writing, children should be taught to proofread for spelling and punctuation errors, read their own writing aloud to a group or a whole class, using appropriate intonation and controlling the tone and volume so that the meaning is clear. In another area of writing, syllabus focuses on vocabulary, grammar, and punctuation. In this part of syllabus, children should be taught to develop their understanding of the concepts set out in English Appendix 2. In the English Appendix 2 is another document which gives further details on what should be covered in this year 3 syllabus. We will have a look at that as well. So develop children's understanding of the concept set out in this appendix by extending the range of sentences with more than one clause by using a wide range of conjunctions including when, if, because, although. Using the present perfect form of verbs in contrast to the past tense, using nouns or pronouns appropriately for clarity and cohesion and to avoid repetition. Using conjunctions, adverbs, and prepositions to express time and cause. Using fronted adverbials. Learning the grammar for this level of study, which is year 3. Children should be taught to indicate grammatical and other features by using commas after fronted adverbials, indicating possession by using the possessive apostrophe with plural nouns, using and punctuating direct speech. Use and understand the grammatical terminology which is given in English Appendix 2 accurately and appropriately when discussing their writing and reading. So now we will have a look at this another document which adds some detail to the syllabus. This is called English Appendix 2 and we will have a look at the part related to year 3, detail of content to be introduced. This is a statutory requirement. It focuses on word, first area, formation of nouns using a range of prefixes, use of the forms a or an according to whether the next word begins with a consonant or a vowel, word families based on common words showing how words are related in form and meaning. Then this table focuses on sentences expressing time, place, and cause using conjunctions, adverbs, and prepositions. Then it covers the text, introduction to paragraphs as a way to group related material headings and subheadings to aid presentation, use of the present perfect form of verbs instead of the simple past. Then it focuses on punctuation, which says that introduction to inverted commas to punctuate direct speech, terminology for pupils, preposition, conjunction, word family, prefix, clause, subordinate clause, direct speech, consonant, consonant letter vowel, vowel letter, inverted commas, etc. This is the terminology used in the syllabus. So this was syllabus for year 3 for English. Thank you for watching.